cyber crime and cyber safety. So we are going to talk about this topic. So we will see about the importance of the cyber security. What are the different kind of cyber crimes, identity theft, psychological tricks, social media frauds, mobile application frauds, online banking frauds, virus attack on personal computer, and certain general tips to keep you safe. And if unfortunately something happens, how to report the incident to the authorities, what actions you have to take. Cybersecurity. Cyber is a term used for internet, for computer, for network, for virtual reality. So if you combine this is the cyber world. Security is keeping yourself safe. So how to keep yourself safe in cyberspace, in this world? The internet now, whether it's a kid or a youngster or an adult, even a person of high age, everyone is using internet. It's necessary now. It has become the life, the part of life. So everyone is using it. Any mature person, anyone who is intelligent, even the people who are technological, very savvy, they say that they are very good programmers, they are BTech or graduate in computer science, still they fall in these scams. The reality is that this kind of crime, which are called cybercrime, has overtaken the traditional type of crime. Burglary, theft, violent crime, all these are there. But in last 10 years, we have seen significant increase in this cyber crime, because now criminals have known that they don't have to break in. Everyone has a computer, have a smartphone, have a mobile. Means computer at home and mobile in the pocket. So he or she, that is the person who is going to do the scam or say burglary, theft, he don't have to do the traditional types. He can enter inside your house through your computer, through your mobiles. So there are different types of cyber crime. So in cyberspace, whatever different crimes are done, these are cyber crime, and this involve computer and network. So network means you have different communication channel, say hubs, switches, wires, and along with this we have computers. And I'm not only talking about computers, I'm talking about laptop, smartphone, anything which is a computing device. So it can be as small as just downloading a music file, which is illegal, and it goes up to cleaning your bank account. So this is the range. Even people, get killed. So some cyber criminals are mostly, they are motivated financially. They want money. But there are certain cyber criminals who are not often working for the monetary issues. For example, matrimonial frauds, using your sensitive information and transferring it to somebody else who can create a crime, or disturbing your computer system, sending viruses, or especially with the kids and girls, physical and sexual abuse. So this all entails the cyber crime. So identity theft, psychological tricks, social media related attacks, these are the types. Digital banking frauds, attacks through mobile applications, which we call it as apps, through Play Store, through Apple Store, we get it. Virus attack on personal computers, all these are types of crimes. We start with identity theft. What is identity theft? You are, say, some person. Let us name it Sam. There is another person in the world or in view of world. He is Sam. He is you. He has captured, he has taken, he has theft your identity now. So whatever you could do, he can also do. That is, he has snatched, he has taken your personal information. He has got your financial information, financial password, the OTPs, all these he has access to. So now he is able to do all the crimes in your name without you even knowing it, right? Basically, most of the time, the financial crimes are being done. People do identity theft for maligning your reputation. So this is how identity theft is one of the type of cybercrime. Sometimes people will do crime and you will be going to a jail. The first one here is in identity theft is hacking or gaining access of social media account. Everyone, you, me, everyone is on Facebook. We have an Instagram account. We have a Twitter account. There are so many social media platforms, right? Now, what we do here, or what the attacker will do here, he will get access of your social media account, or he will get information from your social media account, like all the information you have given and your photos. So your personal information, your photographs, sometimes very special photographs. So now these will be used for the crimes, especially with the girls, women. The people can defame you. The cyber criminal can defame you. We will have certain incident. So this is hacking or gaining access to social media accounts. We will see an example. We will see a story. She is Samira. For some work, she has visited cyber cafe. She wanted to take some printout and from her email. Now, while she was doing this work, because she is going to pay in cyber cafe, so she just thought, I'm going to get the print just now. Let's do something else. Let's utilize the time. So she accesses her social media account profile. Also, she is checking her other emails. Like she might be having some Yahoo. She might be working on Gmail. She might be having Outlook. Now she is doing all this along with this work. Once this printing is complete, she just rushes to grab these papers, printed material. Now she is in a hurry. She is getting late. So she has opened different social media accounts. She might have opened different email account, say Facebook, Instagram, or any other social account. She just closed the browser, say Google Chrome or Internet Explorer. And by paying the amount, she just leave, okay, without even knowing the consequences. After 2 hours, she receives a message, a notification that her password to her certain social media account, say for example, Facebook, or let us take an example of Gmail. Someone has reset the password. That is, change the password. Reset means changing the password. Now she tries a lot to get hold of this social media account or Gmail, but she is unable to access it now because the password has changed. Suddenly she gets a call from her boss, and the boss is saying, a very important confidential project document is now leaked everywhere on the internet. And you have done it, Samira, you have done it. She also gets a call from her friend. The friend is saying that your obscene, bad, vulgar photos, images and videos are now on your social media page. Have you put it, or somebody has mobbed it? So things are coming from your social media account. Samira loses her job because she has leaked the project document allegedly. She is also ashamed because her photoshopped, her morphed, obscene images, vulgar images are posted by somebody else on social media. She's not doing it, but somebody else has done. She hasn't logged out. That was the problem, and that is how the other person who might have come after her has done the wrong work. Now she decides to report this particular problem to police station. The inspector investigates and the culprit is caught. This is not always the case. Please remember. So what do we learn from this? First and foremost thing is, just don't close the browser. You need to log out from your account. Don't be in hurry, because this is where you are working right now. You have all the credentials inside it. You need to have two-step verification. Not even the password. You should have some mobile linking. That is, some code has to come. Then only the things can be changed. The password can be changed. Okay. Never store your username and password in your web browser. Various web browsers say that they are very secure. They can save your username and password. Never do that. Then register your mobile number with your social networking site like Facebook, like Instagram, because whatever is going on in your social networking site, you need to get alert that there is some unauthorized access from some mobile device, some computer device. Permanently delete all documents downloaded on computers or any computing device in any other place where you are not using it by yourself. It's not your computer. So for example, cyber cafe. Select it and shift delete it. Shift delete is the example to delete it. Now there is one more kind of identity theft. Misuse of photocopies of identity proofs. See, your identity is your identity. The attacker or the criminal, he will use your photocopies to misuse. That is, your PAN card, your Aadhaar card, or any other identity proof. It will be used somewhere else without even you knowing that it will be used or it is going to be used. I'll give you a story, an incident, the misuse of photocopies of identity proofs. How this can happen, what you have to do. Now Suresh applies for a home loan, and this is not a very reputed agency, not even known to anyone, because they are going to give you low interest rate and a long span of time. So now he submits all his important documents, photocopies and scan copies of PAN card, IT returns, say Aadhaar card, whatever they required, asked, you just give him because you wanted money. And he forgets it. After 4 months, Suresh receives a call from a bank. The bank manager is saying, sir, have you applied for some loan, auto loan? Suresh says, no. Suresh goes to the bank and he is surprised, amazed to know that his documents are present in that bank. The bank, he never went. So someone is a criminal here. Someone has done something wrong. So now he visits the cyber cell, he visits the police. He came to know that someone has used this PAN card not only for one use, for 7 loans and counting. So the fraudster, the scammer, the criminal had applied for 7 auto and personal loans in different banks. Suresh is now regretting that he shouldn't share the personal document with the untrusted agency. I'm not saying every agency. The agency which is trusted, you can share it, but not any XYZ agency. So what we learned by this story, first thing is, never provide your details or copy of identity card like PAN card, Aadhaar card, voter card, driving license, DL, address proof to any person who you don't know, or he's not a government's setup, unknown person, organization. Don't leave your card or anything just by mistake. Don't share sensitive information to anyone on public platform like social media, like any application you are using. Okay? In Facebook, we give every information. Everyone can know about us. So whenever you are using a photocopy or a scan copy, strike it. Means you should have at least a watermark behind it that this is not for this use, or this is for one use, or this is a scan copy, this is a photocopy, whatever you want to add, because you need to be very sure that this particular document shouldn't be used unless otherwise you want it to be. For it shouldn't be misused. Don't leave your credit card, debit or ATM card receipts, because sometimes we just leave there. Even if we go to petrol pump, we leave the credit card receipt. Don't do this. There's one more kind of identity theft, credit or debit card skimming. Now here, see, everyone has a credit card or a debit card these days. there is a small chip, electronic chip. It has all the information like your name, your bank account, say some expiry date. Even if it is not in there, the card will have that, your name, your card number, your CVV number, your date of expiry of that card. So all the information is there. Now people can misuse it. So what the skimmers do, there is a machine called skimmer machine. So when you put this card into the skimmer machine will take all the information, or it will grab all the information without even you knowing. So now this card can be replicated. Let us take a story of credit and debit card skimming. This is an incident, and then you'll see what can happen if you are not careful. Sachin and his friends, they are having dinner at a restaurant. The waiter gives the bill to Sachin. Sachin says, okay, do you accept the card payment? Waiter says, yes, of course. Sachin carelessly hand over the debit card to the waiter for payment. Now the card is taken to the counter. Now he has a machine. That machine is a skimmer. This machine, it will look like just like the normal machines, but there will be a part protruding out, and that protruding part is actually stealing the information out of that particular card. Now waiter brings the card payment machine and hand it over to Sachin. Sachin is now going to enter the pin. Now when he is entering the pin, either the waiter sees, or there are the touch pads where if you press, if they've seen some light or chemical, they can see where you touched. So these numbers are known to it. First he has got the card details. Now he also has your pin. He also has your pin. So he has all your identity. So he can use it. So after a few days, whatever has to happen happened. His account was debited by 25,000. Sachin now goes to police station, and inspector explains that he is a victim of a debit card or a credit card skimming. The fraudster used the detail of a skimming machine, cloned a debit card and withdrawn money from the bank. Sachin is now regretting why he was so careless while handling the debit card and openly typing the PIN. Okay, so you never know who is going to be a fraudster, who is going to be a criminal. So you need to be very careful. This is also an example of identity theft. What we learn from this story? First is, you need to be very sure that the credit and debit card you are using is at authorized spaces, done in your presence. Do not just allow the salesperson to take your card and do it somewhere else. Right? If you see a person, if you give a person the machine he is using, you have to put the card, or even if he's putting the card, you have to be in front of him. Especially in the petrol pumps and ATMs where people are in a hurry. Everyone wants to get petrol, everyone wants to take out the money. If you notice there is something protruding out from the machine, that is the credit card reader, there's a part coming out. It's highly likely that this is a skimmer. This is a skimming machine, and it's getting all the information that is personal to you, that is important to you. Never ever share PIN with anybody, either your credit card or a debit card, or even if it comes to your mobile, right? Don't share PIN. Nobody asked for PIN ever. What are psychological tricks? How attacker use certain trick to fool you, to scam you. So there are certain psychological tricks they generally adopt. So psychological tricks, psycho means it is related to your mind. So here the attacker, they will try to play with your mind, with the mind of the user, and will try to trap you, because there are certain things you normally believe. If some lucrative offer is provided to you, for example, if somebody tells you that if you just give 100 rupees, you will be getting 5,000 rupees or some, say, coupons right? So you'll say, oh, 100 rupees spending, I'm getting 5,000. Once you are trapped, now if you are trapped, either your money will be gone or your sensitive information like name, Aadhaar details, bank account will go. Otherwise, you will be harmed in any way, right? So you will be like a goat who is going to be butchered. That is their main task. They are not interested in your feeling. They are not interested in your mind or anything about you. They don't care. They just want money. So phishing, wishing, smishing, these are certain things you have to keep in your mind. They all are related. They all sound similar, but they have a little bit difference. Phishing. Phishing is related to email. Email. Phishing related to email. You will be getting some email. You will be forced to believe that this email is coming from a genuine sender, like a bank, like a recruiter, like a credit card company, where or whom's mail you will easily believe, right? Because something has happened. Oh my God, I have to reply. I have to click the link. And the basic thing is they want your details. They want your money. Wishing. Now, wishing is somewhat similar to phishing, but wishing is related to not to email, but related to telephone, related to the calls, mobile phones, smartphones. So somebody will call you, right? So here they will call you, they will try to create a scenario or a situation where they can take out your sensitive information and financial information, personal information. The third one is smishing. Smishing is similar to wishing and phishing, but here the SMS will be sent. SMS, short message service. So they will be providing you some website, some link, and they will say, okay, just click here and your credit card is blocked or your KYC has to be done, and you will do it. And that is the problem, right? So beware of phishing, wishing, smishing. Don't open anything on your email which is fishy. Don't listen those who are asking for your OTP, etc. Or don't even reply to any messages or click on any link. The main idea is to harm you. Please remember. Let us see certain real incident. One is lottery fraud. This is very common. See, there is no free lunch. No free lunch. So sometimes people will take some lottery. Even if they haven't taken a lottery, somebody will tell you, you have got a prize, you have won a prize. And when you get an email or call or SMS regarding this lottery, you will be delighted. You will be happy. And when you are happy, that is, you are delighted, that means this is the right time people can hurt you, right? Because you are now only thinking about money, not about how you are being given that money. And somebody will say, okay, you will be getting 1 lakh rupees, send us 100 rupees, give us the OTP, give us this or click this link, and whatever amount you will be having, say your account is having 50,000, that will be made zero. Let us take an incident, an event of lottery fraud. What happens here is, Hemant, he purchased certain lottery tickets and he has been doing it since last 2 years. But he haven't won. He is thinking, hope I can win sometime, right? Now, Ravi said, don't waste your money on lottery tickets. Leave this, work hard, find some jobs, and there's no free lunch. Hemant suddenly receives an email, and the email is stating that you have won this lottery of 25 lakhs. This is a huge amount. He gets excited and he just believes it without even thinking about how it can happen. Why am I getting that much of price? Because he was actually waiting for this good news. So Hemant follows all the instruction he was given in the email, and he enters all the personal details and transfer a token amount, that is some amount he transferred. Say he transferred 30,000, and this 30,000 he sent to an unknown bank using an unknown link, using a fraud link, using a malicious link, and he is still happy because now he is in a psychological thrill. And then Hemant says, Ravi, my wait is finally over. I won 25 lakhs rupees. Check this email. See here by yourself. This is the patient's worth. Ravi says, oh my God, this is a fake email. This is a fake email. Don't transfer any money. Hemant says, being shocked, oh my God, I already transferred 30,000 rupees. Oh, Ravi says, come on, let's go to the police station. And now Hemant is regretting what he has done. The lust of money, the requirement of money, he hasn't believed, he hasn't think about the logic, never thought rationally that who is going to give 25 lakhs without any reason, right? He's just getting an email and he sent 30,000 to a person or a link he haven't checked on. So what we learned here, do not respond to any message from any unknown source who is asking for your any kind of personal or financial detail. Okay, even if it is from the credit card company or anyone who he has assured you that he is there. No, don't do it. Just say no. Do not respond to any email or SMS which is seen suspicious, right? Just delete it or spam it. Do not transfer any money without any reason to anyone whom you don't know or to untrusted, unknown people, unknown link, unknown account, right? Remember, if you haven't participated in a lottery, how can you win it? Sometimes you don't participate, still you get money, or you had said that you have got this much of money. Please remember, all the correct the domain names or the email ID, they will come from a reputed websites, government portals, gov.in, nic.in, like this. Please add spam filter. Enable it in your email account, because there are certain email which can come to you, but those who have already been fooled, they will say it as a spam, and email services will put all these email into spam. It will never be shown on your primary email service, right? Let us see one more very common kind of fraud, credit or debit card fraud. Now what attacker do, because they will scare you, they are playing with your emotions. They'll just say, your credit card or debit card has been blocked, do something. And I am here to help you, I will unblock it. Now the victim becomes worried and starts panicking. And this is where you are the most vulnerable one. The attacker attacks just here. And now he will ask for your personal information and he will say, I will unblock the card, I will reactivate the card. And this information will be misused to steal your money, to harm you in any way. This is credit or debit card fraud. Let us see an incident, an event, how this can be done or how this is done. You need to be very careful about this. So one fine day, Manisha gets a call and the person is saying, I am calling from your bank. Your debit card has been blocked due to certain suspicious activity. Now I will need some information to verify you, and I will reactivate this card. Please provide your debit card number and also the PIN, because I am here to help you. I am calling from the bank, and then you just have to verify me that you are the person whom I am talking to. Manisha thinks over it. Okay, if my card is blocked, if somebody is calling me and helping me, let me Think over it. Manisha says, but she has suspicious. She has suspicion. She says, how do I believe that my card is really blocked? Now the caller plays another game. He says, are you Manisha living in Sunflower Society in Delhi? Having a saving account in this bank? Manisha is now satisfied. Yes, you gave me exact information. Your information is correct. The caller says, I just need to verify you. Please give your debit card number and PIN. And Manisha, because now she's in emotions, she just provides everything the caller wants. And Manisha says, you're there to help me. Thank you so much. Please reactivate my debit card. And Manisha is satisfied that okay, my problem is solved. Within 3 hours, she gets her SMS that 10,000 has been debited from your account on an online transaction. And now she realizes the call she got was a fake call and the attacker, the scammer, has stolen money, her hard-earned money, just because she was not careful. She was not, because the situation, the psychology was at that time, she couldn't think of any other thing. She just thought, let us first unblock it. Now she went to the police station. The police person said, you are the victim of wishing crime. Now police does the investigation and finally the culprit is captured. But still, Manisha is regretting that all my information, without even thinking with logic or rationally or with presence of mind, I never thought that this can be a hoax, this can be a scammer, he can be an attacker, because she was a learned woman. What we learned here is, do not get petrified, do not get panicked, do not get worried. Even if you get a call right from your bank, they are saying it blocked, you say don't worry, I'll come to the bank and I'll get it done, don't worry. Bank will never call, bank will never ask for your personal information. They will never ask for your PIN. They will never ask for your password, card number, CVV number, one-time password or OTP. Right? Even if he or she claims to be a bank employee, don't worry. Say, okay, I'll take care of that thing. I'll go to the bank. Don't worry. You don't have to worry about that. So if you see any unauthorized transaction, just report it to the police. We have numbers. We have people whose job is to do this, to help you. Let us see one more important kind of fraud, which is job-related fraud. See, everyone in the developing country, they want job. Everyone is in need of job. So that is how the attacker, they fool people, especially those people who are themselves worried, and they will be happy when they get an offer of a job. And they'll say you have an attractive salary. Now they'll tell you everything. It will seem all good, right? You will not be suspicious at all. You will follow all the instruction, and finally you will lose the money, and you will be sometime physically be hurt. Even you may be killed. Those who want money, they don't see about you. So let us see an incident, a job-related fraud. So Vikrant, he's a bachelor. He is living alone. He receives an email, and the email is stating that you have been shortlisted for a job in a very big firm, advertising firm, with a very huge salary, high salary. Now he gets very excited. Now the psychology changes. And when he reads the mail, he gets very excited. He don't think that whether this email or this job can be a hoax, can be a scammer. He applies the job, and whatever procedure he is being told, he does it. He enters the personal information, especially the address. So please remember address, because this is going to come. And now the email is saying you have to go to this particular city, come here and stay in this hotel. The hotel name is also there. And you will have a 2 days of interview process. He becomes very easy and happy. Oh, he reaches the desired venue. He sees another candidate also. and the candidate offer him some drink. Once he drinks, he feels dizzy and now he fell asleep, or maybe he may be drugged and he might be sleeping for 2-3 days, right? This actually is happening. Once he wakes up, he finds all his belongings, whatever he has got, money and whatever he has in his body, everything has been taken off, robbed. When he goes back, because he has entered all the personal information, he has said, I am bachelor, there is no one in, I am living alone. Now he is robbed. His house is robbed. So he reaches police station, report the crime, and the inspector informs that you have been tricked using a phishing email. Phishing email. So Vikrant, without even caring for the email from where it has come, he has shared everything which is possible to get hold of him. The attacker can easily rob these kind of people. Beware, please. Even if there is some mail, see it on the internet, Google it, verify it. So what we learn from this story? First, always search and apply for job from authentic job portals, from good newspapers, not from anywhere else. Check. Whenever some company is asking or sending you email, check the validity. Check that it is not fake. gov.in, nic.in, these are the government websites. There are different various big firms which have their websites. You will easily see that there will be some spelling marks, spelling mistake, grammatical and punctuation, pronunciation, all these problems you will see. If you see here, because those people who scam you might be intelligent, might be, but they are not as equipped as you. They will make mistake. You might be knowing about Jantara, right? So those people might not be as learned as you, but they are good scammer than anyone. So they scam people. So any government official or government website will not have any these errors. So anyone says they are recruiters, please check or even if it is possible to verify physically, that you can do. But don't send any money. Even if you are losing the job, don't send any money until you are satisfied. Social media frauds. These are very common social media frauds. So here, social media is used for fraudster to trick you. So fraudster or the attacker will often use the social media accounts on the social media sites or application to trick people, to fool people. It can be a money fooling or taking your personal details, and there are a variety of phishing style posting. Even they can send you direct messages. So there are certain frauds we'll be talking about. Sympathy fraud. Sympathy, that is gaining a trust or showing like a beggar. Okay, if somebody is a beggar, now she has a kid. The kid is given the medicine so that the kid sleeps whole day, and then the healthy women will ask for money because she wants the money in lieu of sympathy. She's a beggar. She has a kid. So the attacker here would try to befriend you. That is, will gain your trust. They'll have frequent interaction, and finally, the final shot will be to earn money or to harm you. Let us take an incident. It's a sympathy fraud. What happens here is that Santosh, he loves to surf internet, has hundreds and thousands of friends on social media profile. One day, he receives a friend request from a very beautiful young woman named Aparna. See, a bachelor person, a man, even if you're walking on a street, if you don't know a person, you won't even look at him or her. But on internet, you don't do that. You just get a friend request or somebody DMs you, and then you start chatting, you start talking without even understanding the consequence. So now she sends a friend request. Santosh, young age, they are interested in women. This is as normal as it can be. He accepts the friend request and start liking her profile picture and different pictures she has posted. Now, the gradual talking, chatting starts. The phone numbers are being shared. And now they are spending a lot of time. Santosh is actually spending time with Aparna. And now Aparna has developed a trust. So now Santosh is in her control. One day, she suddenly asked him that my brother, or say my sister or my mother, they are hospitalized. Please send me money. I don't have any money. Because Santosh is having some feelings for her, he sends money. And then he is unaware of the reality. Aparna is nowhere to be found. And he just calls her a number of times. And finally, he goes to this police. Police says this is a very common crime. This is a sympathy fraud you have encountered or you have suffered. So this is how people use you. Through sympathy. First they make trust, then at the right point when they see, they attack. What you have to do? Even if your friend is sending a request, just ask him, have you sent me a friend request? Then accept it. Now people are sending requests with your friend name. Cyber criminals, they fake a social media profile. They will make a similar media profile like your friend or your girlfriend. And now they all have an intention to harm you. Please don't share any kind of information, whether it be personal or financial. If it is an unknown person, okay, you met online, on social media platform, on WhatsApp, on Tinder, on Happen, or on say Facebook, Instagram, keep your family, especially the women, should inform to whom they are talking, and always meet them at public places, never at their house, your house, or some cozy area. There is another very common fraud that is called romance fraud. Romance fraud. Most of the young men and kids. So in a man and women, they will love, they will have feelings. Then only the next generation will come. This is the reality of life. You cannot deny it. But people use it. People use it to coin you, to defame you, to hurt you. I'll give you an incident. This is a romance fraud. Now here is a girl, very cute girl, very traditional girl, and there is a friend request she is getting, and the person is looking handsome, dude type. Now she is very kind, lovely girl. She accepts the friend request, and now the numbers are shared. They start talking, and now she feels, oh, this is a good guy, and now the person proposes, you're so good, you're so beautiful, I started liking you. And then finally, all that words are exchanged, which are the common between a young boy and a girl. Now he convinces her to do the final thing, that is the physical intimacy. He takes her to a lodge, a Chaddar Badlu lodge, not a good lodge, okay? Now they are involved in physical relationship, though she is very reluctant. She doesn't want it before marriage, but it happens. And finally, the dude shows his actual colors. This is your photo, this is your video, and this is how you are seen without clothes. Now I'm going to, if you don't give me money every month, or say stipulated amount, I am going to upload this naked picture, this porn video on the porn website or social media. What will happen to a woman? Only thing she gets is izzat, is respect. She goes to police, and police says, you are a victim of romance fraud. Someone has cheated on you, used your body, had fun, and now using your valuable, these videos, etc., to defame you and to extract money from you. Finally, the dude is caused, and then finally he's caught. But you don't have to go into all these. Why to do? First is same thing, unknown friend request, just press delete. You don't have to do anything, press delete. Don't share your intimate pictures, your body pictures, even if you love someone. I'm saying your boyfriend, girlfriend, don't share pictures. That will be misused later. If you break up, people will use it. And any kind of personal or financial details, no on social media platform. See, you don't know who is good, who is bad. Cyber stalking, this is a very common crime. You know what happens here is through email, through internet, through Facebook, through Instagram, through social media profile. On our street, you see Romeos. They are stalking women. They are running after girls, to get their number, them to fall in love. This all happens. So this is what happening in the street. Same thing is happening on internet, on cyberspace also. Here they will use the electronic communication. They may use any kind of a way. They can even enter a discussion group to see what you're doing. What do you talk? What do you share? Everything they will know and they will try to know. That is, the fact is, what is your identity? What do you do? What you do at this time, that time, and then they target you as a victim, and then they threaten you, abuse you, and whatnot. I'll give you an incident. This is a proper cyber stalking incident. This is a very beautiful girl, popular girl of the college. She is active on almost all social media platforms. She loves to post her photograph. She loves to say where she is traveling. She loves to say where I am, which time I am. So she will use a check-in feature that at this time I'm taking flight, at this time I'm taking this train. Now there is a dude, the bad dude, and he is stalking her. He is aware of each and every instant movement what this girl is doing. The Preeti decided I'll go on a solo trekking trip. And this trekking trip is a trap because now everyone knows where she is going. This dude comes, Rishi, and finally he molests her. That is, physically abuse her. Because she is solo. There's no one is there to help her. Okay, solo trip she is going, and she is letting know everyone that where I am, everyone on the earth, because internet, social media is global. How can there may be other people like Rishi as well? Now she get molested. He runs away. He would have harmed her also. This is the only thing he ran. Otherwise, the girl would be in a very difficult situation. Now you'll go to the police. You'll say this has happened. Police says you are sharing everything, your whereabouts, every point of your life. What will happen? So restrict your profile, make it private, use your private settings to manage any kind of post, photos, friend requests. You want only your friends to know where you are, or your loved ones, any personal information, where you studied, what is your birthday, all these things need to be not accessible to everyone. When you're uploading your photos or videos, don't show where you are. There are people, cyber stalkers, there are aparadhis, there are bad people around everywhere. And now they can trouble you. And there is one more, especially happening with the kids, cyberbullying. Cyberbullying is, you see, mistreating you, abusing you, taking you on task everywhere. So cyberbullying is now taking over at digital devices. For example, if you're a kid or if you're a youngster, there will two goons will come and they'll start misusing you, even if you are from some other caste, some other creed, or even if you look different, they'll start bullying you, right? Especially women, they always hear these words, "Oi, kahan ja rahi hai?" like this. Now these bullies are everywhere. There are bad people everywhere. So they will try to bully you everywhere through SMS, gaming app, forum, social media, wherever you are, they will come and they will say everything against you, negative about you, harmful against you, false content. They will make some accusation or post something bad about you. So they will create a environment that will be creating an embarrassment for you, or you will get humiliated. Sometimes they will cross line. They even do something which I don't want to say. You know what I mean. So the incident is cyberbullying. Let's see what happens here and what you have not to do. Now there is a kid called Samir. He's a very shy boy, very innocent, very cute. He is not very confident to talk to people. So he chooses social media. Now there are friends. I must not know friends. They are in his school or college. Now they start doing all the things which the bully him. That is, because this guy Samir is very cute, he said, why to get into argument and conflict? These people, they don't leave him. They will go everywhere wherever Samir is, and they try to irritate him, bully him, defame him, malign his identity, whatever they want to do. They will share memes, funny videos, viral them. And when the person of interest over here, when he's not feeling well, the parent asks, what happened to you? And the parent take him to the cops. The cop says, oh, he's being bullied. Now they delete all the viral posts. But can you understand what happened to this kid in a young age? You can understand. So please, as a father, mother, or as intelligent, mature people, don't let these people bully your kid. So normally you know how your kid or a teacher know how a kid behaves. But sometimes a kid may become very calm, very, very aggressive. Sometimes, So you know that something has happened. You need to counsel him. You need to ask him or her. Tell your kid cyberbullying is punishable crime. You don't do it, nor allow anyone to do it on you. Tell everyone about what are the safe internet practices. And whatever kid is doing on social media, you need to enable the parental control on mobile devices, smartphones, computer. And see, even if you see anybody else being bullied, you can go to the parents, you can go to the teachers that, see, this kid is being bullied every time. So you can help others also. Do not delete any offensive messages, because police, when they are going to investigate, they will take care of these offensive messages. We are discussing a very common fraud that have come up is mobile application fraud. So what happens here is that now all of us, from a kid to a mature person, everyone has a smartphone. It's like a mini computer because it has a processor, it has an operating system. So in computer, what we see is programs. Same way, the smartphones also have programs, and these programs are called apps, applications. So when we download this application, so most of the time, some applications are always there with when you buy a mobile. It can be Android apps and other apps. For example, Instagram, you will see Facebook, YouTube, Google products. These are apps. There are certain apps which you would need for your work, for some job to be done. These apps are innumerous. So there will be a scammer. He might be knowing computer science. He might be knowing some programming. So what he will do, he will make an app or he will create an app and he will place it on Play Store, on Apple Store. So what he will do? See, they will create a name somewhat similar. For example, you have, say, Secure VPN. You have to download this, install it. So they will just change the name Secure VPN, same name, same logo, same look and feel. So the computer science people, the intelligent people also get lost by this, and they're tricked by this. So now you or anybody else would like Secure VPN. See, if you open your house, people will come, and what they can do, you know very well. So you have now downloaded that application, and now you have opened your mobile, you have, say, given your mobile to these apps. So what I'm trying to suggest here is, almost everyone has a smartphone. Technology is growing. Same way, these scammers are also growing. They are also getting intelligent. They also know how to get hold of your money, how to get hold of your personal data, and how to harm you, right? With a malicious intent. They all have malicious intent. So as I said, it will be basically a fake app or an app which is malicious. It will be not a legitimate app. For example, if you want to scan, you will just type in a Play Store scan. So there are a number of apps which will pop up. One of them you will see, look and feel wise, it is good. So you just download it. It will work. I'm not saying it won't work. But the thing is, the popular app, this is different from the popular app. And now it has all the patches, programs and application being written inside that application that it will hurt. It will try to destroy it will want to steal your data, to get hold of your data. I'll take an incident and then you will understand that what can happen even to the most intelligent people. This is cyber attacks using infected mobile applications. Those mobile applications being specifically made for getting the money, stealing your data, or snooping, or say spying. There are so many things which can happen. So see, if there is something, and if somebody puts some harmful, say liquid, if you eat it, it will be, health hazard. See, these two are doctors. Now, in order to become a doctor, you need to study a lot, and you need to be intelligent as well. But maybe in computer science, they might not be that much, they are aware, but core computer science, they might not be knowing. So there are certain applications, they need to work. So Samantha and Rohini, they are resident doctor, actually senior resident doctor. And they use mobile application to scan medical reports. And this is done by almost all the doctor today, the medical people. So there will be a physical paper and they will just scan through their smartphone and it will be scanned. This physical paper will be converted into a digital format. So Samantha is saying, this app enhances the quality of the photos and also combines them in a single PDF. So she is trying to tell the quality or the functionality of this app, that this app is capable of doing various things. And she's quite happy with it. Now Rohini says, I can share the reports with a senior doctor for their opinion. Let us see. Okay. Now, they are discussing, but Samantha says, but I heard from somewhere, I read that there are certain apps which are infected with malware. What is the malware? You might have heard about software, hardware. This is a malware. Mal means malicious. That means with all the wrong intent in order to hurt, with a background of scammers, people who are trying to destroy your say system or get your money or do what not. So there are viruses, there are worms, there are Trojan horses. So these are different kind of programs which hurt your system in different ways. In the same way, a malware is a malicious software or the patch. So she also said, Samantha, that the intrusive ads, the paid subscription this app is wanting. So this intrusive ads, that is, if you're not paying for that particular app, then you are the product. You're not paying for the product, so you are the product. So they will ask you for a subscription. Even you have to see the ads. Okay, you have to see the ads because you have not paid for that app. It's a free app. So it will give you some ad and also sometimes ask for a paid subscription that you have taken 3 scans. For 4th scan, you have to give money. So Rohini says, no, my phone will not be affected. I won't uninstall it. Now this doctor is standing with some colleagues. Now the ads have suddenly started coming up. And here they see some porn ad or some dating app or some, those videos and those things which you will not show to everyone else. And she has no control because this ad or this videos or this say ad is coming from by that application, right? That is, you are embarrassed now. So Rohini feels embarrassed that in front of her colleague, all the bad things, all the bad videos or audios, whatever comes up, she gets embarrassed. Oh my God, what happened? That people will think that I see only these things. She gets embarrassed. Now, so what is the next story? Rohini says, I would have uninstalled this app when I had a chance. This app has also signed me up. I have paid for it, right? So sometimes the app will take your money without even you knowing it because you always have some password and username and etc. saved, and they know the trick to automate things, right? So basically, it was infected already. You didn't see it, and what you see, because you are getting the different warnings. You know that this is a malicious app, and finally, what happens? She got embarrassed in front of public. So what I'm trying to suggest, what we learned from this story is always from the trusted source only you get mobile application, not from everywhere. Now the Google Play Store and the App Store have devised a mechanism now. See, the app will come and they will ask for certain permission. So if the permission is not what it is intended to, for example, a photo application, it is asking for microphone access. Why would it ask? That means that app is not legitimate. Many a times there is security gap, means the programs or application or the operating system, sometimes they have gaps, they have problems. So multiple times there are updates which are coming. So always update it. There is some, say Facebook, there is some security loophole, Facebook will fix it. So you have to update it also, right? Otherwise, if you don't update, there is security gap already and you will get infected. Then the malicious application, or what are the updates going on without even you knowing. Just if you see there is an application which is doing something which is not intended, clear it, uninstall it, clear all the data in the cache. Whatever the data, what is the content, you have to clean it, uninstall it, and please remember, don't use it again. Online banking fraud. This is a very common fraud which we encounter today. So this kind of fraud, here the banking or payment or other work online you do is being targeted by the attackers. So the digital payments today are a common way of paying. In India, after demonetization, it was promoted, this online banking, all these digital payments were promoted. So internet banking is a fraud. It's kind of a theft which is committed using the online technology in order to remove or take out money from your bank account. Either you pay it through your browser, maybe you are working on your PC or a laptop, or even a PAP. So you are working maybe on a smartphone or a well-equipped mobile, you're using an app. So internet banking fraud basically is kind of an identity theft. Some person will behave like you because he is going to get all your password and username and the OTPs, etc. It's not easy to get OTP, but if they do cloning, that is also possible. They'll combine the identity theft and phishing style. And see, internet banking is now on your mobile. You don't have to go for everything to your bank. You can do it on your app, making purchases, paying bills, transferring funds to somebody else, or even printing the statement. So as I said, all the apps, they will give you a username, a proper customer identity number along with a password. So this is somewhat secure transaction. But I'll tell you how to secure it more. That is, you also have a transaction password. And if you ignore some silly mistake, that can cost you a hell lot of money. Because when you are exposed to an app or a browser, you are exposed to the whole world. So whole cyber criminals will be trying to hack, to get hold of your data. And finally, everyone wants money. These cyber criminals, basically, they do it for money. So and online banking is all about money. So you need to be very careful. What you have to do, we'll see. Digital payments applications related attack. Now, digital payments, these are very common today. As I said, everyone is doing digital payment. And they will pose a threat. If someone hacks your account, someone gets hold the credentials to enter your account to pose as they are you, identity theft. So we'll take an incident. This is a digital payments application related attacks, how it can happen, what are the consequences, and how we need to be careful. So there are two friends, one is John, other is Sahil, and they are paying everything using digital payment. They are not using cash now. So either they are paying house bills, grocery bills, expenses, any kind of expenditure, they are using only the digital mode of payment. Okay, so this is how their life is quite easy. Now they came to know that the server of the payment app is hacked. It can be Paytm, it can be PhonePe, it can be your, say, any, Amazon Pay, any kind of UPI or wallet you are using, or even the bank, bank server cannot be attacked or hacked. So they read in the newspaper, it came to their mobile notification also, that this hacking has been done, right? and the money has been laundered or transferred to some other account, and many people got affected. Similarly, John also lost all his money, all the account money. But Sahil only has a loss of only 5,000 rupees. Now say why? Now Sahil says, John, that I have already kept a limit of rupees or $5,000. $5,000 is too much. So let us take it as $100. So, all these banking, say fund transferring, or I'm transferring to my brother, sister, all these limits I have already created. So because their limit is only 5,000 rupees, nobody can, in a day, transfer or hack or get money more than 5,000 rupees. So he already had a check. He already secured his account. For example, if you are having enough money, just make it 50,000 or 25,000. So even if you lose, you'll not lose much money. So all these incidents we will be talking about, these things are very common. First thing is, never ever share your mobile unlocking PIN or password with anyone. Because if somebody gets hold of your mobile, he'll get hold of your apps. Because all the passwords are already saved. And register your personal phone number where you are available all the time, and the email, your actual email, because we have number of emails today. A single person will hold number of emails to your bank, and then you need to get the notifications. If somebody does something, you will get the notification. You will be quickly alerted that any kind of transaction is going on, any unsuccessful attempt or any attempt to get into your net banking account is going on. Whenever you transact, always review the transaction, because sometimes you might not be purchasing, some other guy is purchasing. So you need to be very careful. You need to just stop your, say, block your account number or whatever action I'm going to tell you. Always keep a maximum transaction limit for your bank account. Maybe for normal people it should be 5,000, 10,000. For good people, means moderate or high earning people, it should be not more than 50,000. Okay, maximum transaction. Because nobody can take out in a day maximum amount what you have fixed, right? Now the most important come is two-step verification. Let me tell you about this. First is username, password. This is already there. So you put your username, then place your password. This is the one step of verification. You can say authentication, you can call it as authorization, whichever name you take. But this is the first way of entry into your app or your mobile banking account. The second step is getting an OTP, that is a one-time password. Now this password is of, say, 6-digit or 4-digit, and then you will only get it for 10 minutes. And you will get it only on your mobile, nowhere else. It's just valid for around 10 minutes. So if this is two-step verification, even if somebody gets hold of your username and password, he may not be able to get the OTP. Unless and until he is very smart, he clones your mobile, then it is possible. Any kind of application you have by default or by help or by choice you have installed, just uninstall it. You don't need anything else than are the popular and basic apps. Hacking of bank account due to a weak password. Now what happens is our memory. Human is all about errors. So we don't remember hard password, strong password. For example, Rohini. Now what she will make normally the password, Rohini 1234, or Rohini, let us say her date of birth is say 1978, or her kid's name, her husband's name, like this. This is the only way she is going to remember. Everyone does that. You and me all do that. But the problem is, if you put this R @ exclamation mark underscore @ underscore dollar underscore 16, so this kind of password we won't be able to remember. Now this is what you have to do. You have to have a password like this, exactly like this. These passwords we can easily break. There are certain software and application. There is a brute force technology. What the software breaker, or you can say software which breaks the password, do? They will start. In a keyboard you can only type from 0 to 9, A to Z, and the characters which are in keyboard. These are the characters. So brute force software will do what? They will just try to learn what are the number of characters are there. So all the possible formation of these characters, it will form and try to check whether your password meets to this password or not. So this kind of password if you make, nobody will be, even the supercomputers will take 128 years or more than that, because encryption is also there. This password will first be encrypted and then it will be kept into your mobile account, and then it will be transferred to the server through communication channel. So you need to be, this password has to be encrypted. So this encryption is say decrypted easily by a certain software. So that is how attackers and spammers and crackers, they use it. This is how you become a victim. So the best way is to take a password. Don't worry about remembering it. Just put it somewhere where nobody has that access. Not on your laptop, okay? Not on your laptop or computer or mobile. Incident is there. What happened with the weak password? Now Seema, she says the contribution for the party is 1500. Are you coming to the party, right? Reena says, yes, I'm coming. I'm going to transfer the money using the net banking. It's quite easy these days and I can do that. Now when they were talking, there is a man standing, Ramesh. Now Seema said, I'll do it from your account. What's your password? Reena said, you know it. It's just my date of birth. It's just my date of birth. Now it's so easy to get a date of birth. You go to the Facebook profile, you go to the Insta profile, you go to different social media. People are living their life on social media. They are sharing everything. So now here is Ramesh. He is there. He's eavesdropping. He's listening to what these women are talking. He listens to all the conversation. He goes back. He put down this. He tried to learn Reena's date of birth. He enters, and finally he steals the money out of her account. Now what happens? She goes to police station. Police find out Ramesh, and Ramesh says, "Okay, I've done it." But the problem is, why do you want this to happen? Why do you want somebody to steal and then you go to police and then report and all these? Why the normal life is hampered. So now Reena regrets that why she kept this weak password and shared it openly in front of everyone with Seema, just to look cool maybe. But the problem is, if you are safe, secure, people may get hurt, but don't worry. There are techniques for strong password. First of all, you need to have unique password for every login. For example, shopping. For example, social network. For example, you have two, say, operating system on your system, Windows and Linux. So you need to have different passwords for different logins, whichever login you have. Even your Amazon, even or your Shopcart, Swiggy, Zomato, everywhere, right? So first thing is multiple password. Second thing is minimum 8 characters. No app today, these banking applications, they won't accept less than 8 characters. For that, you have to take numbers from 0 to 9. Just take number from 0 to 9. Take number from these characters from A to Z. But you just have to have at least 1 or 2 capital characters. That is the uppercase. You have to press caps lock. Then there are different special characters like dollars, @ exclamation mark, underscore. All these are there. So you need to take these 1 or 2 of these in your password. For example, let me take one of these number. Let us start with the characters first. So I have taken X, then U, then V. This is what the password starts. Then @ let us take it. Let us take, say, numbers now, digits. Now I'm taking one more character, underscore. Then let us say capital P. Now I'm taking a capital P, which is an uppercase, small q, then underscore, exclamation mark. So this is the kind of password you need. Please remember, there will be problem in remembering, there will be problem, but there is a forward password always. You can recover your password. So set your password more than 8 characters. No mobile banking will allow less than 8 characters, I guess. So combine the letters, numbers, and special characters. For every device and account, you have to have a different password. You need to have 2-step verification, username, password. Along with that, you have to have an OTP also, one-time password, specifically commit to your mobile number. If your one account is hacked, please log into other account and just change the password and put another unique password. Because if you have a weak password or you have a common password, it will be hacked. Do not share your password pin with anyone, the person you love, the person is your boyfriend, or even your greatest friend. Don't do it. Do not save your username or password in the web browser. Web browser will be asking, you remember password or all these things they will ask. Don't worry. You can put it every time. You are not doing banking every day. Maybe in a week or so you will be doing. So why not to put password again? Oh, see, there is one more there is more way the attackers will do it. Keylogger means on the keyboard, whatever you put, the keylogger software will try to catch what you have pressed on the key. So use the virtual keyboard. Hacking of multiple accounts due to same password. Now, we want an easy life. Everyone does. So what we do? We keep the same password in all the accounts we have, just so that we can remember it. So password is being used everywhere just for the ease. Now, there is an incident, there's an event of hacking of multiple accounts due to same password. What can be the result and what can happen? Let us see. Now, do you remember Reena? Reena already had a problem with Ramesh. She already lost money to Ramesh, but Ramesh was captured finally by the police. Okay, you remember this, Reena. But after 2 days, one of her friend came up to her and said, "Oh, Reena, thank you so much. You just gave us the paper. You uploaded the paper of today. You leaked the paper. And Reena is saying, "What? Did I leak the paper? I didn't do it." Jay said, "Oh, you uploaded it on your profile. I mean, social media account, various social media account is there." Now she gets amazed, astonished, and distressed. And she just rushes to the dean, to the director, that this has happened, I have done it. The only problem was my account was being hacked, and now my other account has been hacked, and now the paper has been leaked. So now she came to know that multiple accounts, she is keeping the same password. So same password is used by the attacker or a hacker, and she has to face the consequences, and the life is derailed sometime. You don't want it to happen. So keep your password strong and keep multiple password. Try to write it somewhere. Keep a diary and keep it very close, and again cipher it in your diary. Even if somebody gets hold of your diary, he may not be able to understand it. So no less than 8 characters, strong password, letter number, special characters, different password for each of your account. Change your password periodically. 2-step verification, that is first username, password, and then the OTP. If one of the account has been hacked, just go into another accounts and put this strong password. Do not share your PIN and password to anyone. Username, password, don't save it on your web browser. Avoid checking this keep me logged in or remember me options on website, especially the computers that don't belong to you, right? Virus attack on personal computer. This virus attack, we will talk virus, for worms, from Trojan horses, and there are so many variations. Today we have malwares also. All these are attacking your personal computer, laptop, tablet, and also all the computing devices. See what happens when you leave your house. What do? You lock this door, right? You don't leave it open. Otherwise, any attacker, any burglar can come in, and that can harm your house and your belongings. Same thing is with your personal computer or your laptop or your tablet. Why? Because today we have everything here, and we are doing everything here. That is your bank details, your important numbers, your business document, even your photos, important photos, music, movies, everything we have here only. So just as we keep a physical lock, we have to have a lock, so you can say a digital lock, or in order to safeguard our data, protect our data from any intruder, any virus, any worm, any malicious application, we need to safeguard it. We need to do certain things. Virus attack through external devices. So suppose this is your PC, your personal computer. What do? You will bring a PD, that is called personal drive, or you can say a hard drive, external hard drive, and you will plug it in. When you plug it in, there are already programs maybe here or here that are already infected. And when you, basically what happens? If somebody is infected with, say, corona, the other person is likely to get affected if he is closer to him, and then he is going to spread. Same way, this is also kind of a virus, because this is a program. when you put it inside, or you not wanting, I'm not saying that everyone wants it to happen, but unknowingly it happens. When this comes inside, now anybody else who is going to put pen drive here, he is going to get his PD or hard drive infected. Now wherever he is going to with this pen drive, it is going to be affected. Now let us see an incident, an event, virus attack through external devices. Here, this person, he wanted to take printout. He is not having a printer in his house. So what he does, in his USB drive, he takes the document and then he rushes to a cyber cafe. Now cyber cafe, he wanted to take the document printout. So when he comes back, he takes out this pen drive and he realizes that, okay, I want some more printout. So first of all, he is in cyber cafe. Now he is placing his pen drive inside the computer which is already infected, right? So now when he has already put in his pen drive, this pen drive got affected or affected. When he comes back after taking the printout, now the same pen drive he is going to use, and he is using it in his personal computer. Now when he is putting this pen drive, or because he realizes I want more document or whatever he want to do, so he realizes that when he puts this pen drive inside, the computer shows some different signs. Now the computer is infected by virus. And what is the effect? See, if you are infected by, say, some flu, what will happen? You will have heaviness, you will be lethargic, you will have some say fever. So there are many signs that will tell you that you are infected. Similarly, the computer will also show, basically computer is basically operating system. So it will show you all the signs that the computer is infected. So now Ramesh has lost all what he has, because all the important documents, all the important material he has is now virus affected. So what he has to do in order to remove this, he has to format it. Now he is going to lose all the data. So he is regretting that he didn't keep antiviruses or antivirus software program here. Antivirus is just like an antidote. Like we have virus, so there are antivirus. Similarly, there are antivirus program who will catch all the viruses, worms, Trojan horses, and even the malwares is going to, because this antivirus can be, say, McAfee, it can be Avast, it can be Quick Heal. There are number of available. But their main work is that any kind of possible attack, they're going to stop. So what you have to do, there are certain way you can stop and you can avoid all these things to happen. First thing is antivirus. Important thing is antivirus program you need to have. Then there is a firewall. Now firewall can be a software or a hardware program. And this actually, whatever is coming from inside, outside from inside to your PC, because this is a communication channel. So it will stop everything which is trying to get hold of your computer or your system. So anything which is suspicious, firewall is going to stop. Second thing is, whenever you are using external drives, maybe USB or any kind of external memory device, then you have to scan them before even using them. Third thing is that Bluetooth, because Bluetooth is a wireless technology, it's a IEEE wireless technology. So this you need to put in the invisible mode, because if this is open, people can unknowingly, without you even noticing, they can transfer this content which is malicious. Third and fourth and most important thing is, whenever you are actually disposing your computer or your mobile devices, be sure that you clean it up. Not just cleaning like deleting. You have to do it as a factory reset. Factory reset is that it will be like when you bought it. So factory reset is very important. Virus attack by downloading files from untrusted website. So what happens in a personal computer? We use browser. Browser is just a program that will help you for this website and to see websites, to be on the www World Wide Web. So you need to have a browser. Say it can be a Chrome, it can be Internet Explorer. So in the address bar, you type a website name. What happens here is, the websites which are untrusted, you call it as untrusted, these have many things inside it. Say you are having a music, or you want to download a music file or listen to a music file, a video file, or any attractive advertisement. that will contain certain viruses or malicious program that can affect your computer. So for that, you only don't need antivirus. You need total security. That is, a computer virus also can be caught and the internet virus also can be caught. So you need a total security antivirus solution. Now, I'll show you an incident. Here, the virus attacked by downloading files from untrusted websites. Now, what happens here is Rohit and Mohit. Rohit is saying that, did you listen to a new music album? Very good artist. So Mohit says, no, I did not, but is it really good? So they are talking. So they are downloading it now. Let us check out. So now they just go to, or they just visit certain website, and finally they are downloading because it is free. Sometimes you look and you see it is free. You just click download. But the problem is, the computer is not having a total security. It is not having that kind of antivirus solution that will also take care of the browser, or you can say the World Wide Web viruses. Now this computer is infected by a virus. The problem, again the same thing, untrusted website, and now the computer is infected by virus, and now all your data is jeopardized. So what you have to do is never ever download pirated software, because this pirated software illegal. First of all, they are illegal and they have security to loopholes. And even if they are any software you have downloaded, you are saying that it's actual copy of the actual software, but still there are updates, because people find there is always a back door. So viruses are basically found or made for, this is a house, so there is a back door. So viruses are already, people are there who try to find out what is the problem in that software or application. So then they make the viruses. So if this application is not updated properly, then you will be succumbed to all these problems. So first of all, never ever use this pirated software on your laptop, computer or handheld devices. Then never ever click on any URL. URL is Uniform Resource Locator, along with the links which you see every time coming up. Even if you are getting it on some email or SMS, even if it is looking genuine, don't do it. Basically, it's all about stealing money and personal information. Third and very important thing is secure socket layer. What happens here is, previously it was all HTTP, Hypertext Transfer Protocol. Now it's HTTPS. This S is this secure socket layer. So this is basically for encryption. So if you have any website which is shown as HTTP, don't use it. It will have some problem. Virus attack by installation of malicious software. So malicious software are those software with the malicious intent. There are various genuine looking programs. They will contain somewhere some malicious program, and that is going to harm your computer. And you will see the computer will be slowing down and all the data will be changed, files will be changed. Finally, you will suffer a data loss. I'll tell you about an incident. This is a virus attack by installation of malicious software. What here you see is Mohan. Mohan is saying, did you hear about the new game? Let us download and play it together. Let me show you. Now they are downloading the program, or you can say actually it's a program only game. They see a download button and then they download it. This is what they have done, but the random application launches itself. Basically, they have gone to a wrong website or a malicious website, and now the computer is affected by the virus. So multiple applications are popping up, installing by itself, and now what they say is computer is slowed down. There are so many applications, the mouse is not under control, and many without even they can't do anything because the virus has taken control of the computer. So that is how the people suffer, and they regret that we haven't used a total security solution which is for your computer viruses also, Trojans and all these which I told you about, and other for internet problems also, internet virus and bomb attacks also, malicious malwares also. So what you have to do is, again, only genuine software and only software that can be regularly updated, right? Never download or install pirated software in any of your device, illegal, and they're also vulnerable. And always try to read the terms and conditions. We just skip it because it will tell you, it will show you that what are the potential things you are going to get from this software and what are the problems it has. What are the general tips to keep your data and system and computing devices safe from cyber crimes? The first thing comes here is all your computing devices. It can be your desktop, it can be your laptop, It can be your mobile, it can be even your tablet or any other modern day computing device. Always keep your computing devices updated with latest software patches, latest operating system patches. For example, if you have Windows, now there is a bug, there is a problem or backdoor entry. Now the attacker or the hacker, they always find this bug or the window where they can enter. So now Windows will do what? It will update itself, try to do the patchwork, and then it will tell you to update it. So you have to update it. Similarly, I'm just talking about Windows, but it is applicable for every application, every operating system you are using in your computing device. First thing. Second thing comes is protect systems or devices through security software like Antivirus with the latest version. For example, in Windows we have Defender. The same work it does. You can use firewall. Software firewall is also available. Or you can use antivirus. Antivirus is McAfee, Avast, Kaspersky, Quick Hill. There are a number of antivirus systems, antivirus softwares. So they are basically against the virus. They will nullify or quarantine these viruses. Because viruses are also same programs, yeah, with malicious intent. So now wherever virus is created and once it is known, the antivirus will try to nullify it, to update itself. The next thing comes is always download software or applications from known trusted source only. If you don't know the source which is trusted, you don't realize or you think that this is somewhat skeptical, like HTTP. Don't ever use HTTP website links. Don't use anything on Google Play Store. Just see the reviews, because there is always a ranking and you will see that this is an app which is trusted. So HTTPS, always you have to use HTTPS. S is for secure socket layer. That is, it is encrypted and it is also secured. Never use pirated software. Never use pirated software. Next thing comes is ensure all devices, accounts, these are protected by very strong PIN or passcode. Don't ease yourself by putting smaller or memorable kind of passcode, because ultimately it's going to affect you only. Always use small and capital characters, means combine them. Then from 0 to 9 you have to use digit also, and then these special characters which are difficult to crack. So combination of this is always advisable. Never ever share your PIN or password with anyone else. Do not share your network, net banking password or one-time password or ATM or phone banking PIN or even the CVV number on the back of your credit card or a debit card with anyone who claims to be an employee or representative of the bank. Even if he is quite convincing that he is from the bank, say, sorry sir, I am not interested, I can come to your bank, don't worry. Your PIN, your OTP, your CVV is the security measure which is given for you for these attackers not to affect you. So never ever, in any condition, if someone asks, an application asks, don't ever share this. Next thing comes for your safety is always change the default admin password on your Wi-Fi router with as strong possible password known only to you. So even if you go to a reservation counter or hotel or say some public place, you will get Wi-Fi router. Means in public places, never ever use Wi-Fi which is public. Though it claims, the technology claims that it is secure, I'm just saying, why to take chance? When it is really necessary, then do it. Otherwise, if it is your Wi-Fi, because Wi-Fi is accessible till 100 meter or sometimes 150 meter also. So the password, if somebody knows, they can take care, they can come into or infiltrate into your system. Along with this, they can use your internet services to do something somewhere else. And when something will happen somewhere else, you will be the culprit. You will be, reprimanded. So these data has to be encrypted also. So always see that your wireless network, because AB goes as XFAT in encryption, so it has to have the latest encryption technique. The next thing comes is, as I just mentioned, public Wi-Fi risk. Always you see in public Wi-Fi there is always a chance of people doing sniffing like dog sniffs. It's packet sniffing, because the data is going through packets, and there are people who are sitting, we call them as man in the middle attacks. So they will try to sniff and try to get hold of your packet, and that packet is containing the data. So man in the middle is a really as a situation you will never know, but your data is seen by someone, is accessed by someone, and even used for some malicious intent. So there are malicious Wi-Fi hotspots. Don't ever use Wi-Fi which is not secured, or any place where you see that there can be some suspicious activity. Be cautious while browsing through a public Wi-Fi. Avoid logging into your personal and professional accounts such as email or banking on these networks. Even if you are tempted to use the Wi-Fi, don't use your email or banking on these networks, even if it is dire necessary or requirement. See, there is a keylogger. What happens here is, whenever we enter password, the malicious software like the malwares, they try to see what you have typed on your keyboard. So this is keylogger. So always use the virtual keyboard to access net banking facility from public computers, and also log out from banking portal website after completion of your online transaction or money transaction. So first thing, don't use the actual physical keyboard. Always try to use the virtual keyboard that will be shown on your desktop only. So just type there rather than typing on your keys, because there is always a keylogger if someone has attacked you. And always log out. Don't think that you just close the browser and everything will happen. If you have used a web browser somewhere else for any banking activity or any kind of transaction, you have to clear or delete the browsing history. Otherwise, there are certain programs which can check what you have done in the history, and they can get your details. Either it can be Internet Explorer, Chrome, or Firefox. The next very important thing is email. Now we are doing everything on email. We are, say, formally or informally. So you will get email which will be seen very trusted. You will realize, oh, it's a trusted email. But they will say, click this link, click this photo or image, and then this link is malicious link. So do not open email just without doing the virus scans. Okay. Next thing comes is identity proofs. Identity proofs are important. They can be used. It can be Aadhaar card, it can be PAN card, it can be a social security number card, whichever card, or even your driving license. Don't share it to any unknown person. Even a person, if he or she is forcing to share this information, just get a photocopy or a scan copy, and then you put a watermark like photocopy. You can write photocopy or not for this purpose. Every phone is unique on this globe. So every phone has a unique number that is called IMEI number. Please remember IMEI number. For an iPhone, it's a 15 digit number. So this number is unique to every mobile of every company. There cannot be two identical IMEI number. So now your mobile can be traced even if it doesn't have any SIM card or mobile connection. Then also this IMEI number is used to trace your mobile. So even if you have this, sometimes you can press this *#06#, or even in Android, you can go to the settings, you will find IMEI number there. You don't have to type also. It's already given. So just keep it safe, write it somewhere or note it somewhere, so that if somebody has stolen your mobile and he is using his own SIM card, then he can be tracked. The cell phone stolen can be retrieved through this IMEI number. Next thing comes is you have to be very careful. Whenever there is money, there is always a chance of attacker. So whenever you are going to an ATM or anywhere where money is involved, you need to see people. There are people observing you. There are schemers. There are scheming machines. So whenever you are putting your PIN or typing your PIN, just safeguard it or just close it or hide it. right? There can be skimming machine which can steal the data of your card, and also the typing. When you type, there is a camera people or attacker they install there. So you need to be very sure that nobody is seeing. Even if you don't you trust everyone, then also you have to be very careful. Discuss safe internet practices and etiquettes with your friends and family. See, if you are a computer science or IT person, you might be knowing all this. So you need to tell this, or you can say mouth publicize the all aspects to your friends, family, and especially the children, that how you need to behave, what you have to do, what you have to do. So internet safety is the act of staying safe online, and the whole family can practice it. Now coming to the credit card. Now do not save your credit card or debit card or bank account detail in your e-wallet. Now e-wallet are claiming that it's super safe, but I am just suggesting that why to do it. You can always enter this. You are not doing transaction every minute. You are doing it maybe in not that frequent. So security breach can be there. Maybe after 3 months, 6 months, some security breach is there on the server. So if you have saved all these in your e-wallet, that e-wallet company will just say, it's been hacked, what can we do? And your data will be taken. Next thing comes is, unfortunately, if it happens, cybercrime happens, or you are affected, then you have to inform authorities immediately. First, there will always be a police station near you, vicinity. Go to the police station, tell the problem, take an application, write everything about you and what is the offense, and just make sure that you get a copy, that is receiving copy. If you want to do it online, that is, you can in India, you can use National Cybercrime Reporting Portal. This is cybercrime.gov.in. So it is there. There are 2 sections. One section is for women, children, girls. That is, now anyone can report. You don't have to tell your identity. Anonymously, you can report for some other person. But if you don't want to use it, there is another section where other types of cybercrimes you can file here. There is a pan-India number also, helpline number, which is 155260. This is very helpful, and it will give you all the information, what has happened and what you can do. If it happens that there is certain cybercrime which you encounter, how to report the cybercrime in India? First thing is, any crime, you need to visit the nearest police station. You can also do it online. First thing is, nearest police station. Every state, every district have a cyber cell now. So all the complaints relating to this crime is going to cyber cell. And if you want to do it online, just visit National Cybercrime Reporting Portal. Let me tell you again, National Cybercrime Reporting Portal, and the portal, the URL is cybercrime.gov.in. In this portal, there are 2 sections. One section is related to girls, women and children, where the reports you can file anonymously. You don't have to give your name or any information. You can do this. The police is going to take care of it. There is another section which is to report other type of cyber crimes. There are different type of cyber crimes that happen, which we discussed already. There is a pan-India number, helpline number, which is 155260. This also you can try. You will get all the information, and right position, right place you have to file your complaint. There are certain questions which always come into our mind when we are affected by this. Where can I report cybercrime in India? So first we see cyber is basically internet data. So this is all over world. So filing a complaint, first is your nearest cyber cell if you have it, and then you can also lodge an FIR in a police station. But first information report is done in certain cases. As I said, you can file a complaint in cybercrime.gov.in. Here also you can file your complaint. There is one more question. How can I complain about cybercrime? So first is, you can write a proper letter. That is what we have been doing for any kind of situation. You have to write a proper letter to the head of the cybercrime, and what is the complaint, what is the offense type, what is the detail of a victim, and who is the abuser. Sometimes you don't know abuser, so if it is not available, it is okay. But if someone you know, you can name him or her. Then there are certain cyber offenses which are penalized under IPC, Indian Penal Code. So they are under IPC, not all, some of them. So the complaints of or FIR can also be filed to the nearest police station. The police station will take actions for this crime under IPC and will forward the complaints to a cyber cell. Finally, the cyber cell is going to take care. In case of cognizable offenses where a warrant is not required for arrest, we can also file the zero FIR. Zero FIR can also be filed. One more is, how do I report cybercrime online? Again, cybercrime.gov.in, and this is initiated by Government of India. You can report directly here and you will get your solution from here for sure. Can I file an FIR online? Yes. See, why? Because it is mandatory under section 154, the Code of Criminal Procedure, for every police officer to record the information complained of an offence wherever the jurisdiction is, irrespective of jurisdiction of the crime was committed. Because on internet, crime can be committed from anywhere, but you know your place. So you can first try for your local, otherwise online is already there. So you can online file the FIR also, right? Because there is a total process, total procedure. I hope this will solve your problem. So thank you so much. Take care of yourself.